Good morning, brothers. Week 5 recap happening here with the commish. A lot to get into. Some really good matchups, some stinker matchups of the week. Yeah, let's jump right into it. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Yeah, I think a little challenging weekend here in Doha for me, but feeling a lot better now. Feeling good going into this week. Even though I lost to Lucas, I had a 2-1 performance in my 3 fantasy leagues this week. Beat Lucas in one, lost Lucas in another. So we're kind of even here. We're going to jump right in with that game with me against Lucas. I picked Lucas. He won. The one thing I'll say is everything that I needed, that I said, everything on Thursday that I said I needed to happen in order to win this game happened. All of it happened, and Lucas just had a better game all around. So the spread was 212 to 219. So close game, lost by 7 points to him. On Thursday, I said Mac needed to play and show up. He did. He played and he showed up well, 25 points. Chris Godwin crushed Mike Evans, just like I said needed to happen. But he had the player of the game in Christian McCaffrey, who, again, I had him in our ESPN league and used him to beat Lucas, and Lucas had him in this league and used him to beat me. So Christian McCaffrey is an ultra human at this point. He's playing on God mode right now. He got 52 points, and if you watch that game, he could have had more. He was unstoppable. I hoped that the Jacksonville defense would be able to stop him. I think that's who they were playing. Let me check my notes here. Well, yeah, Jacksonville. They were playing against the Jacksonville defense. He was catching the ball. He was outrunning dudes, running around dudes. Christian McCaffrey was incredible. He is incredible. That's the player of the game. The dumb sit of the week for this game is DJ Chark, who I continue to leave on my bench at my own peril. 36 points. The dude is legit. He's an up and coming star in this league. It looks like. You can never. Yeah, a receiver, it's hard. Maybe it's just the way Gardner Minshew likes to look for him. But he's playing great football right now. He got 36 points, and I started him over Keenan Allen, who got 6 points. Keenan Allen, usually you'd expect Keenan to score more than that. He's a pretty consistent dude. So 30-point spread there. Okay. Let's see. Next game is Daryl against Adam. Daryl won the game. I predicted Daryl to win, so that's 2 wins for me so far. Daryl moves to 2-3. Oh, Lucas and I both moved to 3-2, by the way. So Daryl moves to 2-3. Adam's going to drop to 0-5. The game wasn't close. 172 to Daryl, 99.58 to Adam. Player of the game was Aaron Jones, 53.95 points. Big, huge game for Aaron Jones this week. And then the dumb sit of the week was Teddy Bridge over Troubled Water. 37 points. Adam started him, or left him on the bench. That was 37 points. Adam started Marcus Mariota for 10 points. That's a 27-point difference. So after this week, I can't imagine Adam leaving Teddy on the bench anymore and continuing to play Mariota, who just is... you're grasping when you play Mariota in fantasy at this point. So... that's a problem there. Daryl goes on to win. Breaking the curse, I picked Daryl to win, and he did. Adam made sure of that, I would say. All right, next game, we're looking at JD versus Sean. Well, I didn't pick JD. I did not pick him, and he came out and won this game. JD wins 180 to 165. 2-3 now for JD, 3-2 for Sean. They've been going the opposite direction though the last couple weeks. It feels like JD's won 2 in a row now. He's on a little bit of a win streak. Actually, I think the line from Major League is you won yesterday, you won today. If you win tomorrow, that's called a streak. It has happened before. So JD goes to 2-3, Sean to 3-2. Player of the game in this one. For JD in the win, it's Adam Thielen, 32 points. For Sean, the loss, it could be Amari Cooper, 39 points. I think that was the top scorer in the matchup. But, usually player of the game is going to go to the winning team, and that's Adam Thielen right now, 32 points. Dumb sit of the week. This was amazing. Will Fuller. Was playing the part of Craig because Debo got knocked the fuck out again. So Will Fuller goes off for 53 points, and Debo gets 1.3 for a total of 51-point difference. Certainly would have won the week for Sean. But yeah, so Craig knocking the fuck out of Debo again. By the way, maybe it's just me. In that fight in Friday, I always thought it was a little weak that Debo stuck with the fists and Craig went with a brick, a 2x4, and I think even a trash can if I remember right. So I always had a little problem with that Craig beat him using a brick, a 2x4, and hitting him, I think, with a trash can. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I know Debo was like a Goliath, but kind of bummed that Craig had to win that way. So although JD is not bummed that he won because of Sean leaving Will Fuller on the bench, he's probably pretty happy about that. So JD goes on 2-3, Sean 3-2 now. But I did lose that game, so that makes me 2-1 so far. Next game, Bert versus Phil. 3-2 now for Bert, who got the win. It was 187 to 118. Bert goes to 3-2. Phil goes to 1-4. I said that Bert had a chance to put the hurt on Phil with Dalvin Cook, and he did. 33 points again. Dalvin Cook scoring a lot of points early in this fantasy season. Even with the Vikings throwing the ball to Adam Thielen's happiness a little bit more this week. Dumb sit of the week was Michael Gallup over Nelson Aguilar, 24 points over Aguilar's 3.2 points. That's a 21-point difference. Wouldn't have gotten Phil the win, but at least, it would have been more respectable looking somewhat. And then the game of the week, the big game of the week here, I picked Mark. This is the last time I pick against Steve. I just can't do it now. Mark loses 204 to 214. Amazing scoring output by both teams. Mark would have lost to Lucas and I this week, but that's it. Mark would have lost to 3 teams this week: Lucas, me, and Steve. So that's brutal, but that's what happens in fantasy football. So Steve goes to 5-0, undefeated, number 1 in our league. I'm done picking against him. Mark drops to 3-2. The spread was 204 to 214, so a 10-point spread. For a while there on Thursday or on Sunday night or Sunday morning for all y'all in America, that was looking. Mark was projected to be higher, might win this game for a while there. Player of the game though, Deshaun Watson, 52.74 points, just a massive output from Deshaun Watson. And the dumb sit of the week. This is not really both these players, Steve and Mark. Both of them got the most out of their roster, I would say. The only, the dumb sit was DK Metcalf over Brandon Cooks, 12-7. That's a 5-point spread. So really, he's not leaving too much on the bench. Even with that, he would not have won. So both those guys are maximizing their bench right now. All right. That moves me to 16-9. So I chose Mark there. Steve got the 1. Mark's 3-2. Steve's 5-0. So that moves me to 16-9 with my commish picks. Looking like we're gonna have a bunch of teams sitting at 3-2. I'm at 3-2. Lucas is at 3-2. Sean's at 3-2. Bert's at 3-2. Mark is at 3-2. So that's like this big middle pack. Steve is at 5-0, but again, at some point, Austin Eckler is gonna stop scoring 25 points a game. I mean, Melvin Gordon's going to take more and more of control of that, so we'll see. But Steve's out there with a 2-game lead over anybody. Then we've got a 2-3 group. Daryl and JD sitting at 2-3 right now, followed up by Phil at 1-4 and Adam at 0-5. So maybe some teams going into rebuild mode already in our league here. We'll see what they decide to do. Anyways, that's a wrap for this right now. Hope you guys all have an excellent week, and I will see you in 2 days for the commish picks for week 6. All right, everybody. Peace out.